さて前回の動画にて紹介した通り、先日日本に住むカーボベルデ人から君たちに伝統料理カチューパを振る舞いたいと誘ってもらい、僕たちは埼玉まで足を運んだ。そこでふと思う。現在我が国には約300万人の外国人が暮らしているが、カーボベルデ人はたったの12人。そんな圧倒的少数派のカーボベルデ人にとって一体日本はどう見えるのか。そこで急遽5人の在日カーボベルデ人男子たちにインタビューをさせてもらった。彼らのジョークに富んだ面白おかしい返答に笑えたり、鋭い指摘から私たちも多くのことを学ぶことができる、そんなインタビューになりました。そして何より日本に住むカーボベルデ人へのインタビュー動画は本邦初どころか世界初のはず。ぜひ最後までご覧ください。
4 years.
4 years?
2 years and
2 years?
5 years.
5 years?
3 weeks.
3 weeks? And then? 12 years?
Yes.
Wow! Okay.
Everything.
But especially.
Safety.
Oh,
Yeah.
how?
Very safe in Japan.
Yeah?
Not so much.
Which island are you from? Which island?
Santiago.
Santiago. Oh, compare with Santiago.
Yes.
And how about you guys?
the transport is very expensive here.
Oh, that's true.
We used to walk.
Yeah.
But
The music.
Oh, how
Music.
different?
And there's no dancing here in Japan.
But do you like Japanese music?
Of course.
Oh, yeah?
Yamashita Tatsuro. All the way. All the way.
I would say maybe culture.
How?
I don't know how to explain, but so it's different. So
Maybe everything.
everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's completely different from Cape Verde. The people behave in a completely different way. People don't want to, approach you because they are afraid of invading your privacy. And in Cape Verde, it's completely different. People will approach you.
No privacy.
Yes. And it's good and bad way, like in both ways. So first thing I noticed is that like here you are completely, like isolated. Nobody cares much about what you do with your life. But in Cape Verde, everybody wants to know what's going on with you.
Everybody's business.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Especially your neighbors.
it's a bit different. But yeah, of course, both of them like have positive and negative aspects. And then for your case, you were very lucky because people would try to know you and help you.
Yes.
Yeah, but if it's in Japan,
No.
it would never happen.
No.
Yeah, so
So Cabo Verde is the best place to stuck.
of course, definitely, I agree.
Okay. So what do you guys miss the most from Cabo Verde?
Going to the beach every day. 15-minute walk to the beach. The sun.
Yeah. And you guys?
Food, of course.
Food? Kachupa?
Kachupa is one of my first experiment. Kachupa.
I miss the feeling of not having to worry about schedule. The feeling of I have nothing to do. I can relax. Because here you always have a timetable, you always have a schedule, to work, to meet friends. There is nothing like spontaneous. So that's a little bit like not good for me. Coming from a Cape Verde, like an island that everything is like you do it when you can. So yeah, it's a bit different, and I miss that.
I don't miss much because I'm here
just
for a few weeks. But maybe my family. I'm trying to enjoy Japan and not think
You have
about
us.
them.
You have us.
Yes, but I'm already going. So
But this is good answer because that is very typical Cabo Verdean feeling.
Yeah.
They always miss the family.
So that.
So that, yeah.
yeah.
Sushi.
And what else?
The train.
What I will miss is the convenience of the public service. People here are very efficient. for like even something that's very bureaucratic, but you know the assistance is very good. I really appreciate that in Japan, and I'm gonna miss because I know I'm gonna suffer in Cape Verde with that.
Me too, me
So I'm preparing my spirit.
I will miss Shibuya.
Shibuya, Shibuya. Dangerous guy.
自動販売機
Vending machine. Yeah.
One thing to say about what Stefan said about like in Cape Verde there's no schedule, so it's like yeah you can feel relaxed. But here because everything that there is a schedule, it's like
It's opposite.
you know it's like okay the train will be here at this time and I can leave the house at this time and I'll do this. But even in Cape Verde when you're there, it's like man, like I ordered my food like 20 minutes ago. Where is this food? And it's like everybody's kind of on their own time in Cape Verde.
Yes.
And it's like yeah, it's here at least it's like people want you to get your food in the restaurant and it's like eat and then enjoy and then leave. And it's like in Cape Verde it's like everybody's just kind of nashkontra, just like relaxed, just chilling. And it's like oh it's okay, we've been waiting for an hour, but I guess that's a good thing because there's conversation and you don't really realize the time that you've been waiting until you're like, unless you're really hungry.
We always hungry.
Always hungry.
Okay, so what do you hate about Japan the most?
Whoa.
So me, I ate my first month in Japan. I was eating because I was just isolated, just by myself. I don't see anyone, no one come to talk to me. So I was really frustrated in the beginning. But now it's okay. I
Hated anything. It was just more of an adjustment of getting used to the difference of Cape Verde, of America, being here. So I guess there's one thing that in Cape Verde and Stefan and I had this conversation. It's sometimes here in Japan, us as foreigners, as black men here in Japan, we often get some looks. And I pointed it out to Stefan, and Stefan, just because being in Cape Verde, there's just nothing but Cape Verdeans, and then a little bit of these people and a little bit of that. There's no need to think like this, but coming from an American sense, you're coming here to Japan and not thinking to expect something like this. And then to actually see it's kind of shocking almost, because there's always this sense of Japanese people are very nice, but then sometimes you get on the train and somebody, as soon as you sit down, gets up and moves away from you to another seat. Or for kids they don't know better, but kid will say like Kokuchin desu. It's like that's me. And it's like damn. So that's like one of the things that I've kind of noticed, but nothing to hate about. It's just yeah.
When I was in Cabo Verde, everybody told me, Chino, hey Chino. Same. First field. It's same.
Yeah, because they don't know, like there's a lot of Chinese people, so it's like okay,
Yes.
you have the same characteristics. Oh, you must be Chinese.
Yeah, for me, even now I'm talking to my friends back home and then I'm telling them I'm in Japan. They say China, no, Japan. They don't know the difference.
Yes.
And for me it was the same, because before coming to Japan, I mean I knew there was a difference, but once living in Japan I realized that it's completely a different mindset. So that's okay, because there is no evil. It's just ignorance. So that for me, I don't feel like bad when somebody is ignorant, because there's. But what I feel bad, somebody like knows, and then
they still do it.
They still do it. For me that's like, and I try to ignore as we, because I don't focus in those, because we're gonna find bad people everywhere, no matter what you do, and you cannot finish them. You just have to learn how to ignore. Some things you can just ignore and move on. I mean, some things you have to take actions, but most of them just ignore and move on. You cannot pick fights with everyone that's trying to be, ignorant or a bad person. So what I like the least in Japan maybe is the fact that people they don't confront. Like when somebody does something that is wrong, you feel bad. Instead of saying like, man, what you did, I didn't like it. Maybe you should do like this and this. But they don't say it. You know, they don't confront and they say, you know. And you know, you never know when the person is being honest. So for me, that's really tricky because I cannot trust anybody. Like you know, because I don't know if you're saying what you really feeling. You are feeling this, and then you say something different. Yeah, so I don't like that. You know, because in Cape Verde, if somebody doesn't, even when they like you, they're very noisy and aggressive. But here is like very passive. They don't say anything.
Keep associated too much.
Yeah, but this is the culture thing. There's nothing you can do. Just learn to live with it.
What kind of Japanese food do you like except the sushi?
Except sushi.
Unless sushi.
You've been here for 12 years. You should make up your mind by now.
I like everything but natto.
Oh!
You don't like.
You hate that,
I like everything but natto.
You like natto? What is wrong with you guys? Natto
What
is
is wrong with you?
natto is delicious.
I don't hate
Yeah,
it, but
yeah, you
Yeah, natto is delicious.
nice,
It's
nice.
like cheese.
Yeah.
Cheese.
Yes.
Damn.
Natto, yeah.
Is
You
it-
mix it with a little
But also-
fried egg.
Really?
So
Fried
good.
egg?
Yeah.
But also smells like food. After football.
My food smells bad. I don't know what food you smell.
You wanna try?
Oh man, natto, I cannot stand natto. Damn.
No, but
You guys?
It's like there's cheese.
I don't remember the names. I eat a lot of
yeah.
things. I
can you
don't know.
describe it?
The soup is ramen.
Oh yeah, that's the best.
The fried chicken is karage.
Maybe this one.
You know?
I eat a lot of things. I don't know. Fish, meat, everything.
You like it?
Yeah?
But you never try
Different.
natto. You never try natto.
No.
Die confusie
We got-
face.
Yo, boy, but you put a little soy sauce on it, maybe
Don't
a
try to sell it, man.
little garlic powder, maybe fry an egg, and you mix it. Yeah,
And throw it away.
try it one time. Try it one time. If you don't like it, then at least now you know.
Okay.
But trust, the first time I tried it, it was like, it's okay, but I've tried it many different ways with like kimchi, with rice, with like raw egg, and having it with the fried egg was like the best way.
I think natto with kachupa. I think it goes well.
I think natto, if you like, because kachupa is hot, so like the kachupa will take away the taste of natto, so it just ends up being like an extra piece. Yeah. But my favorite Japanese food is Hiroshima style okonomiyaki. Hiroshima style okonomiyaki is the best okonomiyaki.
True.
Yeah, if you ever get the chance, go to Kanran in Nishio-Gikubo.
Oh.
Best okonomiyaki there. In Tokyo.
Uh-huh.
It's the best.
Hiroshima style.
Hiroshima style.
Oh.
Yeah. The owner there, Masao,
From
is
Hiroshima.
He's from Hiroshima, but he's very welcoming. He's a great guy, and the shop is like, before Corona, it was always busy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a
We paid
very.
him today to do this advertising for
Actually, he used to work there. He used to work there.
This interview was sponsored by.
It was sponsored by Kanra. Best okonomiyaki in Tokyo.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the ramen.
Oh yeah.
Which kind?
The no, I don't know because
Tonkotsu ramen?
Yeah, tonkatsu.
tonkatsu because I don't know. It's in Cape Verde we have sarabuja, which is like a soup made of cow, like in
Belly.
Okay, yeah.
belly. Yeah, we have like kind of a similar like dishes.
I never saw.
Yeah, in Praia.
Yeah.
In Praia is most frequent, you know. So ramen for me is very familiar and is very oishi actually. If it's not sushi, because sushi also okay, but ramen is my favorite.
Can I ask you, what is your favorite kind of sushi?
Otoro.
There is
Wow. Most expensive one.
Yes. Otoro and uni, the best.
There is this
Uni? You like uni?
I love it.
piccola. What is the name of that? The one that smoke with
With the torch,
yes.
there's
salmon.
could be anago, could be unagi, could be salmon. Like
But salmon is not from Japan.
true.
Norway.
Could be hotate.
Oh, hotate is nice.
Well, I go to Sushiro every week because of the soup
No soup for you.
and the dessert. You know, strawberry with you know, I don't know, strawberry like ice cream.
Perfect.
With-
Perfect.
That's why I go to Sushiro.
回転寿司
Yes.
Also because
Sushiro is always busy.
Yeah, also because my wife forces me to go.
How about the sake or Japanese beer, Japanese whiskey, Japanese alcohol?
Professional
Oh, Mishu.
Professional ones. I don't drink alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
I never try anything
Ah, yeah,
of
yeah.
this.
Suntory highball.
I is the price about the Yamazaki whiskey.
Oh, yeah. That's
You don't have an image of Japanese making whiskey, but Kibiki Yamazaki.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah. I saw Yamazaki in Santa Maria.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
One shot, 2,000 escudo. Wow. Yeah.
I mean, they don't want you to get drunk.
longe.
Very expensive.
Yeah.
I guess that's another difference in culture is that in Cape Verde it's like people drink just to be social but not to the point of getting drunk.
No,
But
not.
here in Japan it's like it's a common thing to like get drunk and have a great time and then forget about the night
And start over again next
the next
week.
day. Yeah. Which is can be good sometimes.
I mean, they have low tolerance for alcohol. Maybe they don't want to get like that much drunk, but
Yeah.
you know,
They cannot help it.
because in our country we start drinking, you know, very and heavier.
But we don't have like all you can drink. We don't have no
Of course
Ah,
not.
but come on.
Yeah, we don't have that. We don't have that culture. So it's like
No.
you know, I think in
But we can drink it all.
we could. Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
Gotta be the O.
I think to answer your question about like sake, we were talking about it earlier. Drinking grog or drinking punch or drinking like whiskey, and then you try sake, you're like, oh, this is just water. This is juice. But yeah, especially because you're drinking it in cups, like it's big. It's not.
Yeah.
It doesn't have that much of an effect. But if you find the right sake and you drink enough of it, you know, like karakchi, it's really
Strong.
good. Yeah, and then after a while, you're like, I'm feeling kind of nice right now. Yeah, but that's like after 10 little cups. Like, okay, I'm feeling it.
kicks in.
Have you tried shochu?
Of course, Kagoshima shochu.
Oh.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was very delicious. We had sochu from Sakurajima. So Sakurajima shochu, and yeah, we were drinking sochu like all over Kagoshima, wherever we were going. Yeah, really good food too.
How about the sugar shochu?
Sugar sochu.
Sochu from sugar. It's very similar to grog. You should try. Only do you know Amami? Amami is the name of the part of Kagoshima. Only that island can make sugar shochu.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Only that island has a permission
Really?
to recovery from the World War II.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
That's right.
Yeah, you should try.
We had to go to Amami first to get it.
Have Amazon. You
Yeah.
Yes, yes,
don't need to go.
Try
Crime scene.
the next day.
ということで世界で唯一のインタビューいかがだったでしょうか。トークのうまさ、ジョークのセンスはさすがカーボベルデ人といったところ、そして人種に対する考えや本音と建前などの日本固有の文化については僕たちも考えさせられるところが多いですね。とはいえ彼らが日本大好きだと判明して僕はとにかく嬉しかった。今後も彼らが日本が好きでいてくれること、そしてコロナが収束したらより多くのカーボベルデ人が日本にやってきたり、このチャンネルを見ている皆さんが気軽にカーボベルデに旅行が行けるようになり、両国の国交がより良いものになっていくことを祈りたい。